One of the things that you may experience while on a carnivorous diet is the fact that you experience heart palpitations. Your heart may speed up, it may slow down, the arrhythmia may get out of control. There's a number of things that can happen. Simply what people end up doing is they become deficient in potassium mainly, sodium as well. So it's important for you to replenish your potassium and sodium, because when you go on a low carbohydrate diet, a ketogenic diet, a carnivorous diet, you flush a lot of that and your body needs that. So this can change some things that go on inside the body. And I think it's very important for people to understand potassium is super, super important. If you're not eating enough meat, that can be an issue as well, because potassium in meat, keeping potassium levels up in the body, also very important. I've had a lot of ladies come to me and stuff and say, hey, I'm only eating a pound of meat. And I'm like, yeah, that's like not very much potassium at all. I mean, in beef, you could be anywhere between 1,000 to 1,400 milligrams of potassium, depending on what cut it is. And if you ate like a pound of pork, we're talking somewhere in the ballpark of 16 to 1,800 milligrams of potassium. And a lot of times that's not enough for some people. So it all depends on what your goals are. It's very, very important to track the amount that you're eating. Most people will start out at 1.5 to 2 pounds of meat, but the goal here is to listen to your body, try to eat once or twice a day. I don't really like recommending people do anything outside of that because it breaks the intermittent fasting period, and a lot of the healing effect is broken at that point. If you can only consume low amounts of meat, you have to supplement. And if that's the case, you need to be able to track the amount of meat that you eat per day. So if you pull out a pack of ground beef and you get through a pound of it, pound and a half of it, and there's still like a half a pound left, that's easy to track. If you buy packs from the supermarket that are already in 1, 2 pound, 3 pound markings on the package, you can gauge easier that way. If you buy in bulk, you're going to have to weigh your food. You're going to have to track how much you're having per day, and you're going to have to supplement if you're deficient. I've had several people come to me and say, hey, I haven't been adding any electrolytes and stuff in, and I ended up in the emergency room, and I found out I was low on potassium because my heart was racing real bad. I couldn't get it under control. And they ended up in the emergency room getting potassium chloride IV'd into their body because they weren't keeping up on their electrolytes. So this is very important for people to realize this. I hope this answers some questions, and if you have any more questions, please respond accordingly in the message box below.